Hey guys, what's up? So today I've got another little diecast review. This one's going to be a little bit different because we're also going to discuss some of the casting changes that are associated with this model. So most of you probably know what this is. This is the Hot Wheels Surfin school bus. This is the 2021 release, so this is the newest edition of it. So there's the back, just says HW Metro, which is the series that this is in. So it's actually been a while since we've seen this bus in the main line. So basically the line that costs $1. So the last time this would have been in the main line would have been 2014. It saw 2 releases, one in yellow and one in white. And then in 2015 it saw a pop culture release in the one of the more premium lines that cost more than $1. So if you can't tell, there have been some changes made to this, and basically in this video I'm going to open this up and we're going to talk about it. And I even have a few older Surfin school buses and one of these that I drilled through the rivets on, so I could actually show you guys the actual changes between the from the new model up until now. So we're going to go ahead and open this one. So, right off the bat, you might be able to tell it is shorter than the older Surfin school bus releases, and it's also been cut down. You can tell that the yellow part is metal, but they cut down right here, so you don't even have half of the bus being metal anymore, because you've got the plastic base, you've got the plastic bottom, and the plastic bottom actually serves as the actual windows. And then it goes up to these little things on the roof. And then you got the surfboards. The surfboards have been straightened. On the previous releases, they were kind of at an angle. So the engine, it's been one piece for a while. It used to be 2 separate pieces, but they changed that before they made these changes. I don't know when exactly they made that change. The other thing you'll notice is these fenders are also now a part of this blue piece, which is a little bit different than previous releases. And then also you'll notice these windows up here are a little bit smaller. So I do have the last release of this bus before they made the changes. So this is the Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles Surfin school bus I did a review on not too long ago. So on the front here, you can tell the windshield, they've made the windows a lot smaller. And then you can also tell where on the front end it has a plastic insert there, kind of like where the emblem is. And then on the front end here it is no longer there because, again, the blue part is one big piece. On the sides you can tell, well, first of all, you can see how much shorter they actually made it compared to the older one. You know, I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but I know personally I can tell the difference if I pick up the model or have it in my hand. So moving to the engine compartment, you can see they've made the pipes a little bit smaller on the newer version. You can see they're a lot smaller than they were on this. And then you also have the difference to where this fender piece is a plastic insert, which I'll show you that here in a little bit. Then on the back here, it looks pretty much the same with the exception of the fact that the body is separated. But this is where you can see that the surfboards are not as angled as they were originally. I think, I mean, they've still got a little bit of an angle, but these here are at way more of an angle than this one is. And then the driver's side, pretty much the same changes as the passenger side. So all in all, you know, I understand why they did it, you know, to cut costs, save a little bit of money, which, you know, it's only a model that's $1, so, you know, they have to be able to make it without losing money on it. So I understand the changes. I just personally, I don't care for them. I don't know. In the future, depending on what releases this gets, you know, I might pick up one just to have it in my personal collection, but I'm not really going to go out of my way for it because, like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of how they've changed it. One of the real big issues I have with it is the fact that this blue piece acts as windows. I think that's a little cheap looking, but what are you going to do? One thing I almost forgot to include in the actual changes here is, well, here you can see the size, but the base is actually completely different, where the base now has the bumper on it, and you can see they've changed the actual design of the base, where this has this little X type thing. This does not. And then down here you can see they changed the engine area a little bit. Definitely a lot of changes were actually made to this. You can definitely tell from looking at it there. But yeah, I wanted to include that because I almost forgot to mention it. So I've got 3 different versions of the Surfin school bus here that are unspun, so I can show you guys what they look like underneath and how the casting has actually changed. I've got the 2000 first edition, I've got this release from 2012, and then I also have the newest version. So first off, I'll show you the 2000 new model. So the way this bus is put together, you have your plastic piece up here that holds it in, and then you would have one rivet. So the chassis kind of pops off like this. So you can see it's just a plastic chassis, and then you've got your front piece to hold it into the body. And then you've got your wheels on there, held in with little plastic pieces. And then you can see the bottom part of the engine. And then the next piece you would have is the actual engine piece. So it's a smaller piece, as you can tell, and it is separate from the rest of the bus in this release, and I believe the first few editions of it. I'm not sure when they made the actual change, but this would go on right here, and then you would have your actual engine there. And that's the first piece that would, be a part of the construction of the bus, the little engine piece there. The next piece is the actual seating area, and then you've got the fenders attached to that. So you've got a few seats in there, you've got the front. You also have this opening where this piece here can go into it. So that would fit on this like so. So you would put this into there, and it would fit on the chassis just like this. You can see how that kind of sits, and you've got one part of the actual casting. The next piece is the actual purple window piece for the windows, and it also has the surfboards included. So this would go on top of it like this. It's not really meant to sit on top of it without the metal part being there, but you can see how that would actually go. And then you have the actual metal body, which is a pretty bulky casting for the size of this bus, but you can see there's the insides, what it looks like. So basically, we'll put it back together. You've got your window piece. The surfboards have to go in to where they stick out. You've got your seating area, and then you have the bottom of the engine, which goes in like that, and then you have your actual chassis, and then you've got the bus. So this next release is from 2012, and this is after they had done the casting change where the engine was one actual piece. I'm not sure when they did that actual casting change, but you can see here the seating is pretty much the same. Nothing really changed there. But when you pull that off, you can see that the engine piece, which would be, this right here normally, was then attached to the plastic base. So that way it was one piece instead of two, and that would save them a little bit of production costs. So here are the two chassis together from before and after the change. You can see they're pretty much the same, with the exception of the rear end being the entire engine instead of just the bottom of the engine. The rest of the bus didn't really see anything change. There's the window piece, and then there's the actual body of the bus. And then for the new version, the way this works is you've got your top piece, which is metal. So it's basically just the top of the bus where the windows are. And then there's what it looks like on the inside. And then you have your plastic piece, which accounts for the sides, the fenders, the windows, and the little things on the roof. You can see how that looks. There's the actual insides. And then you got the surfboards back there. And then you have the base, which again, you got the engine on here. You got the wheels. But you can definitely tell when you put these two together that they've shortened it, and they changed the wheelbase. You can tell right there the little bit of difference. So, that's pretty much it when it comes to the actual casting changes. They eliminated the entire seating area. There's no actual inside of the bus, which again, it's to me it's kind of disappointing, but at the same time it is only a dollar model, so it's, you know, not real surprising. They got to cut costs somewhere so they aren't, you know, losing money on it. But overall, you know, like I said, it's not my favorite casting change they've done. It makes me glad they haven't made the Ford Wayne school bus in a while, so that way that one hasn't been ruined. So that's pretty much it for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and link another video in the description. It's another casting changes video done by another YouTuber who I watched it before I got any of this, and I really thought it was a pretty good video. It was put together pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and include it in the description, and you guys can go check it out if you'd like to. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Is this bus going to be something that you pick up if you find one? I personally think I got like 6 of them, and there's 2 of them right here. I wanted to have a few extras. So I probably won't really go out of my way to buy, you know, many more after that. But I definitely wanted to get a few so I could do this video and have a few in my collection. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. And, yeah,